All right, good afternoon, everybody. So I wanted to do a real quick little video on peach trees. I think peach trees are one of the most successful trees for down here in the Valley of the Sun, the Phoenix area. Um, One thing that you do definitely want to choose correctly is the variety on these. So you want to get a low chill variety, and there are several that are very successful every year. So this particular tree right here is a Florida Prince. And the reason why the Florida Prince is one of my absolute favorite varieties of peach trees for down here in the Phoenix Valley is that you will get fruit every year consistently on this tree. So I've had one of these trees in the backyard for over 8 years, and it has bloomed and fruited consistently, whether we get a warm year with no chill hours or whether we get a really cold year with a whole bunch of chill hours. Now, they do bloom a little bit early, so you see that it is February 1st, and this tree is in full bloom. And you see all the little bees flying around pollinating the flowers already. And so I should get quite a good fruit set off of this little tree that I've got in the front here. So I've got this planted in my front yard here. This is the street, and I've got it in the driveway here. I cut a hole in the driveway to put this peach tree inside and put this little well around it, and I've got an irrigator inside that irrigates it really well. You see that I've got it wrapped, the trunk wrapped, to protect it from the afternoon sun, especially when it doesn't have any leaves on it. Like in the winter when it loses all of its leaves and defoliates, there's a good chance that the trunk and some of the scaffolding branches could still sunburn. So you want to make sure you wrap these up in the wintertime and in the summertime. Just always keep them wrapped. So let's go back to varieties. So this, like I said, this is a Florida Prince. And the other variety that I would choose for down here is called a Desert Gold. And another variety that I would choose for down here is one called a Tropic Snow. So if you're wanting a white peach, you would go with the Tropic Snow peach. These all bloom early. They all bloom in early February. And yes, there is a chance that we get a late frost, which will freeze the fruit that you're getting. But it hasn't happened to me yet anyway. And to me, I would rather risk getting the fruit early. These will crop out in late May than getting a variety that'll hold the fruit a lot longer, like say into June, July, August. So I found that the successive ripening on peaches doesn't work really well here in the valley because it just gets too hot on the later varieties, and the peaches will actually cook on the tree, or they won't get large enough, or you'll be eating those a lot later in the year, September, and by the time that comes, all the birds have eaten them, all the insects have eaten them, and you pretty much don't have any peaches left. So I like my stone fruit to crop out early. I like them to crop out in late May at the latest, maybe early June, and then I don't want to take it too much further than that as far as those varieties go. So this is a beautiful, beautiful tree. You see it's in full bloom. Like I said, got the bees going crazy out here, and we've also got the leaves. A lot of the leaves are now emerging also at the same time as the blossoms, as you can see. Peach trees often get a fungal disease really early in the spring here. It's called peach leaf curl or hole shot disease, and that can be taken care of by like a pre-dormant spray, fungicide spray, like a copper spray, which you can put on these guys early if you think they're going to be affected by either one of those two diseases, the peach leaf curl or the hole shot disease. Neither one of those diseases really affect the tree very much. They curl the leaves and make the leaves look terrible, so they don't absorb very much sunlight. You're wanting nice, green, beautiful, perfect leaves right from the get-go so that the plant doesn't suffer over the summertime with those leaves that are curled up, which don't absorb very much sunlight. It's more of a cosmetic issue, I would say. But like I said, I'd like these to look really beautiful when they come out, and I'd like them to maintain their beauty. So I'm hoping to get quite a few peaches off this little tree in the front here. It's about, I'm 6 foot, so it's about 8 foot tall, and the trunk is about, let's call that maybe a 2-inch diameter trunk. So I'm hoping this will hold quite a few fruits. It's been pruned to a nice shape here right in the front of my house, and I think it's a glorious tree for people to see as they drive by. So like I said, I would, if you have room for one peach tree in your yard, I would definitely get the Florida Prince and then maybe the second would be a Desert Gold and the Tropic Snow. So this is peaches in the valley, guys. You want them early, and they should be leafed out and full of flowers right now. If they wake up a little bit later, that means you're probably going to end up cooking those fruit. And like I said, I'm hoping this last little frost that we usually get the third week of February, I'm hoping won't affect this tree, and I doubt it will. I don't foresee any issues with this, like I haven't seen any in the past. And this is a much smaller tree than the one I have in the back, which is much larger. Let's just go peek at that one real quick. All right, guys, so this is the bigger one that I have. This is the one that I've had in the backyard for around 7 or 8 years. It's gotten a really good size to it. You can see the trunk's a pretty massive diameter. Here it's probably 10 inches across. And this tree is big. It goes way up there, and you can see it goes about 20 to 25 feet up. It's basically a shade tree that I have in the back now, and you can see that it is also starting to emerge with its new leaves and its blossoms. It kept a few of these old leaves, which will end up dropping all the rest of these off here once the spring new leaves come on. But yeah, this is a big tree, and this is the one that we pick consistently 2,000 peaches off of per year. In fact, this one kind of fell apart a little bit last year. I broke some branches on it because it had so much fruit on it that we kind of ended up trimming this one back to hold a smaller load, but it'll probably put on, I don't know, at least 1,500 some odd peaches this year too. So this one is also waking up, just like the one in the front. It's not quite as far along. As you can see, it's got its buds emerging, hasn't really opened them yet. But if I was going to do one peach tree for a person here in Arizona, it would be the Florida Prince. All right, guys. Yeah, it's way up into past the power line, so it's pretty tall. In fact, this is about 9 foot here, 10 foot here. So, all right, guys, that is peaches. Go out and get you one. Now is the time to plant them. Thank you for watching.